But for the time being, the boys mostly are interacting with each other. And so we're having a sort of unofficial 4:12 a.m. hot dog feast. Oh, and Fluff sabotaged his own toilet. That's disgusting. Oh, Midsummer wins. Marsh went to bed.
Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and to my Bachelorette challenge. Thank you so much for all the love and comments you've left on my last couple videos. I am having so much fun with this and it seems like you are too. Hopefully that stays the same. In our last episode, we introduced the last 3 guys who will be competing for the hand of Magma Scourge, and today we will be setting them free on high autonomy to see what they get up to. We're also going to have our first skill challenge. Let's go see who wins.
After the Saints and Sinners ceremony, I teleported Magma upstairs so that no one got an advantage by just standing too close to her, but she has made her way back down to the communal space where most of the guys in the house appear to be having a dance party with Satine. Ooh! And it looks like Emerald's caught on to what he's meant to be doing. Schino, meanwhile, is walking through stairs. Oh no, he's going on the computer. There's only one computer in the house in an effort to make them socialise, but it seems like the stereo is ample distraction. Only Emerald is getting the picture. The other guys are just chilling out in the seating pit. Although Beau actually appears just to be standing and staring, which is kind of creepy. Let's go check on the pod boys. It looks like Midsummer has found his charisma book but is just putting it away, and the same for Pitaya. Is anyone doing any reading? No, Fluff is straight up just ignoring his dead. Oh, Marsh, you clever little boy. I feel like his paranoia is probably like, this must be significant, I must read it. Schino hates alternative music. Cool, fine. But look, a little paranoid boy is reading his book. He is the only one that is currently gaining any skill. Meanwhile, in the house, Carnelian is helpfully going around and putting all the charisma books away that I put out for the other contestants. Is he sabotaging them or is he just tidy? I thought Emerald was literally stalking Magma into the kitchen, but it looks like actually she's gone to grab some food. Someone has made some tortilla wraps. And no, Emerald is straight up. He's the only one that understands the assignment. Beau in the background looks like he's actually trying to flirt with Carnelian. Oh, Pitaya, clever boy. I mean, I don't know how you're reading that book. It's on the floor, but we will not hold the glitch against you, although it does look like you've given up. Fluff? No, nothing. I apologise that the editing for this is probably going to be a bit jumpy, but I'm trying to obviously get a good view of all of the different contestants. Schino is having a terrible time. Like, he is just miserable. I don't know why. But back to Magma. We'll mostly follow her around because obviously the primary thing we're interested in is who gets the memo and interacts with her. But for the time being, the boys mostly are interacting with each other. Carnelian continues to put away charisma books and Magma's doing her own washing up. I feel like the quickest way to my heart would be to do my washing up. This time, Carnelian is actually also in this group chat. He's just, you know, awkwardly sitting behind them at a desk chair instead of standing next to them, and Schino is boredly typing. I've never seen anyone look quite so tragic whilst using a computer. I think it's because he hates the music that's on, but dude, no one is making you stay there. You can go do whatever you want. You could join the chat, although Magma is on the verge of hysteria, so I am just keeping an eye on how much playful stuff happens with her. So how I'm going to play this is when Magma's needs go into like yellow or red, I will take care of them, but otherwise she is completely autonomously able to go and interact with anyone she wants. And I'm also going to try and fulfill any wants that she has regarding specific contestant. Looks like Bucky's going to do some 2 in the morning grilling, and Indy, oh no, Indy is drunk. Indy's found the bar, and buddy, you are not looking great. I don't know what Beau is doing. He appears to be taking a plate of mac and cheese for a walk around the perimeter of the compound. Maybe he likes to take his food for a walk in nature to remind himself of the cost of industrial farming. I don't know. We're going to go back to Bucky with his grilling. Please do not start a fire. I don't actually think I have any fire alarms on this build, which is probably stupid, but you know what? I don't care. Schino is really having a bad time. He is just very openly not having fun. I caught Midsummer reading his charisma book. He might be a bad boy, but he is following the rules. I think he secretly wants to win. Fluff, not so much. He's just making some grilled cheese. And Carnelian is having a dance party. Everyone is very grateful for the hot dogs that Bucky has cooked. Although it looks like Emerald also cooked hot dogs. I'm very confused as to who made the hot dogs, but the point is there are hot dogs, and so we're having a sort of unofficial 4:12 a.m. hot dog feast. I mean, I would be there. I mean, I wouldn't. I would be in bed. But if I were up at 4 a.m, I would probably want hot dogs. Magma, do you want a hot dog? Emerald wants a wee. Magma appears doesn't want a hot dog. She is feeding on the fuel of dance. I do feel like I should probably send her to bed at some point, but I'm also curious to see if any of the contestants go to bed. I thought that Schino had finally come to insert himself into the conversation, but actually he just wants to watch TV boredly over Magma's head. And Magma has decided to go for a nap on the couch. I mean, I feel like that is a sign I should send her up to bed. So we will do that, and then we will keep an eye to see which of the contestants get any sleep. Their skill challenge is going to start at noon tomorrow. Oh, Indy, good boy, you've gone to bed. Well done. And I'm not going to fulfill their needs beforehand, so how well they take care of themselves is going to have significant impact on how well they perform. But for now, at least Bo and Bucky are living on coffee. Emerald and Schino have gone to sleep. Oh, and Fluff sabotaged his own toilet. That's disgusting. He must have pranked it. I feel like I should give some time to see if he repairs it himself, and then I'll fix it eventually. Pitaya, Marsh doing much better, reading their books, not being grim. Honestly, I thought any self-sabotage would be emotional. So I had a look through some of the relationships, and Carnelian is divisive. Emerald really doesn't like him, he thinks he's an anti-crush, but Bo is super hot for him. And those are the day one hot takes. Bo overall is just very into the other contestants. He's also flirting with Emerald. I initially gave both Schino and Indy props for getting some sleep, but they were back up, not even a couple of hours later, to continue on their dance odyssey, and Schino is still miserable. Although not as miserable as Bucky, who appears to have gone into sort of a caffeine-related slump and is crying under the covers. Magma is up, fully rested, feeling a lot better than some of the contestants, and she is gone over to chat to Schino. Maybe that'll finally cheer him up. Morning. Oh no. He is worse. He is furious, and he is losing friendship with Magma hand over fist. I don't know if Emerald's put him in a bad mood, or he really hates Satine's dancing, but this has got super awkward, and Magma's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this. This is my Bachelorette challenge. Dude, what's your problem? So she's going outside to eat hot dogs that have been left in the rain overnight. Delicious. Oh, Bucky seems pretty happy with that, though. He's appeared immediately to chat with her. Apparently about cars, although let's be clear, Bucky is a truck guy, right? I'm gonna have to be really careful not to try and do like a southern accent when I'm doing Bucky, because I can't do one and it will just be super offensive. So, Emerald, not to be left behind, has also come to join the conversation, and Carnelian, I think, is actually just doing the washing up, which we respect. In fact, I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for him, the house would be a mess. I mean, case in point, Bucky just wafted a fart at the Bachelorette. On which note, literally, we are into skill challenge time. So you will see all of our 6 gentlemen from the house are set up in the challenge room, and the guys over in their pods have a similar podium setup. I teleported them all to the exact same point, so they will start at the exact same moment, and I am setting them all to practice debating. How long they go for is entirely up to them, their needs, how desperate they are for a wee, all of those good things, and we are going to be seeing who goes for the longest. The person who goes longest will win a reward. I mean, not just the fact that they have skilled more, also a nice interaction from Magma, and an advantage in the elimination challenge, because they will be better prepared with the required skill where relevant, and also their skill points will count towards their final weekly totals. The sound from this is honestly pretty awful, so I'm going to try and keep you zoomed out and cut to the points at which people fail. But in the first hour, everyone actually stuck to it, did pretty well. You'll see slightly now why the pods are laid out how they are, so I can see what's happening in multiple pods at once. And Emerald becomes the first to walk away from skilling. He is equally desperate for sleep and a wee, but is prioritising coffee. Bad plan, my friend. But he is going to be relying on other factors, including his relationship with Magma, which, to be fair, he has worked on. Pitaya has also gone to sleep, so he's second out, but who will be third and fourth? Everyone else still going strong. We're about 5 hours in at this point. Oh, and it is Carnelian, followed by Bo. Oh, and Bucky straight after. It's an absolute showdown. Head-to-head, final 2 in the house. Indy versus Schino. And Indy is out. Fluff also out. He is on the verge of peeing himself. So that means we are down to Midsummer, Marsh, and Schino in the house for the top skill gainer of week 1. Who's your money on? Let me know in the comments. If it was Schino, you just lost, because he has just toddled off for a wee. But fair play to him. After not being very positive about this whole thing, he has done well, leaving only our paranoid purple head and our rageful red to fight it out. Marshmallow has reached level 3 of research and debate. We will check everyone's skills at the end of the week and tot them up, but signs are good for these guys that they are doing what they are supposed to, which is if you are not in the house and you can't build relationship, you build skill instead. I'm just checking the house as Magma is still in play to see if anyone's doing anything interesting, but most people are sleeping on very uncomfortable surfaces or drinking coffee because apparently beds are still not on the agenda. Whilst Midsummer in front of... Oh! Midsummer wins! Marsh went to bed. Midsummer's still going. So whilst people start chatting to Magma again in the house, Midsummer is literally just competing with himself at this stage to see how much skill he can generate within the skilling day. I'll go check in on him regularly and see when he finishes so that Magma can give him his reward, but first let's watch Fluff piss his pants. Nothing more hygienic than peeing on your shoes while you cook. Midsummer has reached research and debate level 3 and I got a new achievement. A sim peed himself on a house with 10 or more toilets. I didn't know that was a thing you could win, but Fluff, well done, you did it for me. In an act of chaotic self-sabotage, whilst 2 doors down, Midsummer is really going for it with the debating. He's been at it for almost 11 hours at this point. It's 10:42, so they started at noon. Honestly, very impressive. He's finally done, which, completely legit, buddy. Why don't you go get some sleep, whatever it is you want to do, or, you know, maybe don't pee yourself? You won't be the first anymore, which is good, I guess. And then we'll get Magma to give you your socialisation at a later date when you are not so likely to yell at her, because you are, after all, an evil kleptomaniac. I figured I'd go check on the other pod sims after Fluff's little accident. Marshmallow's doing fine. He just appears to be having paranoid thoughts, which is on brand, and not doing dishes, and... Pitaya's hand is definitely bugged from the book, but he is cooking? He's fighting grilled cheese anyway, and he hasn't caused the fire, so all seems to be well. Back in the house, Bucky still hasn't slept. Magma is just playing computer games alone, but look, some of the boys have found beds. In fact, I think all of them now. That's Bucky. We have got 6 occupied beds. It's only taken them 36 hours to realise that there are in fact beds. And as a result, Magma is left alone with Satine, and I think we will send her to bed and call that there. And then next episode, we will do the date challenge. Let me know who you think's in trouble, who your faves are, who you want to see on a date with Magma, and we will pick up with this messy bunch in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye!